What's going on, guys, and welcome to the third episode of my FIFA 14 career mode. And we had a double upload yesterday to start the new series off, and I just want to say, if you would like a double upload of career mode today, then get this video to 500 likes. Can we get 500 likes? I'm pretty sure we can. 500 likes on this video, and another episode of career mode will be going up later on tonight on Monday evening. But anyway, guys, we start today's episode off, what could be the first of two episodes, by signing Sean Morrison. Now, we looked at him in the first episode, thought it was a decent centre-half, but wasn't really sure whether we were going to go in for him or not. But I decided to do so just because centre-back cover, the first episode we let in 3 goals in 3 games, and obviously 2 away at Spurs. I thought centre-back cover, once Michael Turner and Sebastian Basong are out of the picture, we don't really have very good centre-halves. Daniel Ayala and Ryan Bennett, I think, are the other 2 centre-halves we've got. So I'd like a decent reserve, backup, sub-reserve centre-half that's about the same valuation, high 60s, low 70s, for a bit cheaper money. I mean, 1 million's not too bad, plus Luciano Becchio, a striker who I didn't really want to use, plus he was eating into the wage budget. So Sean Morrison comes in, and that's fine with me. But we take on Southampton for the first game of the episode. We look for our first competitive win here as Norwich manager, and Andros Townsend, Skinham Towns, goes down the right hand side, skips past Lovren, lovely double step over, and how about that for a finish by Townsend, who is playing on the right side of midfield. Redmond's on the left, so Towns can cut into his left foot by skinning the defender like he does there and shoot, whereas Redmond can cut into his right foot from the left side. That's why I've got him on the opposite wings, and Townsend does fantastically well there. Nice double step over, and what a finish into the top corner. 1-0 to Norwich, and with 22 minutes to go, Leroy Fer collected the ball down the left hand side here, played a lovely ball in to Nathan Redmond, plays it across Johan Elmander. Oh Jesus, how this ball failed to cross the line, I do not know, but it did. Failed to cross the line indeed. Southampton cleared. And the game was still 1-0, but with just a few minutes after that one, Ricky Van Volswinkel collects the ball here, skips past Yoshida here, nice piece of dribbling. How about this for a finish by Van Volswinkel? Heard a lot of people saying finesse shots are OP this year, so I might want to try that out. I haven't really been using finesse shots so far, but Van Volswinkel finesses it into the far corner, in off the inside of the post, and he and Tetty start dancing. So 2-0 to Norwich, and as things still, we were looking on course for our first competitive win here in the Premier League, and with 12 minutes to go, Johan Almander collects the ball here down the left hand side, nice step over to get past Maya Yoshida, who was having an absolutely terrible game. His shot is well saved by Boric. It comes to Townsend, who shoots on his left. It's saved by the Poland goal, but there is Johan Almander to put the ball into the back of the net and get the goal, and a nice Shefi Kushi dive celebration to match as well. So 3-0 the final score, and I'm absolutely delighted because it's not only your first competitive win in the Premier League, but it's also a clean sheet and a really, really convincing win. Southampton barely threatened John Reddy's goal, and we defended pretty well indeed. So I was very, very pleased to get a good win there. 3-0, our first competitive win of the series. And straight after that, we have transfer deadline day, a new look transfer deadline day here. Instead of how it looked last year, it's completely different. And what's pretty cool is you can sort of go across manually and see what business the clubs have been doing in your league. So this is pretty cool. You can see some of the transfers that have been made. I've read a few of your comments on the first couple of episodes saying, why did you enable the transfer window? Would have been more realistic if you didn't do that and you would have just kept it as it was until January. But to be honest, I thought it'd be pretty decent to start using the global transfer network straight away, take advantage of that, and also sort of vary the teams around a little bit, because otherwise every single career mode is going to have the exact same players and the exact same teams to begin with, and though that may not be a bad thing, this way it's a bit of variety, and not too many big deals are being made, just a few, but even so, I wasn't really interested in any deals. So transfer deadline day, the clock just ran down for 10 hours, wasn't interested, and as you can see here are the top deals on the bottom right. Aguero to Barca for 48.5, Lewandowski to Real Madrid for 28.5, and Thiago Silva has joined Spurs from Paris Saint-Germain for 26.5, I think it was. So those are the 3 biggest deals, and you can see some deals here as well. Here's Chelsea, Cech and Torres leaving, and there's some pretty interesting deals being made already, which is good because I think it just varies the series around straight away, and it's not going to have the exact same players in every single career mode. But that was transfer deadline day. Like I say, we didn't have any money, and I wasn't interested regardless, so I just let the clock run down, and that was that really. But we take on West Bromwich Albion here at Carrow Road for the second and final game of the episode, and taking on West Brom. This is in the Capital One Cup second round, so as you see here, I rested pretty much every single player. Only John Ruddy survived from the side that beat beat Southampton in midweek, or was it last week? I can't remember. Sorry, on the weekend. So we took on West Brom in midweek here, and only John Ruddy survived from this squad that beat Southampton 3-0. So in this game with West Brom playing the first team, I thought we'd probably end up getting knocked out straight away. But just 10 minutes in, Gary Hooper gets played through, and what a fantastic finish that is by the former Celtic man. There is an international break, but I realised that Gary Hooper is not in the England squad, so he may have got off to a good start in his career, but he still hasn't been selected for England yet. So Gary Hooper gets the goal and shows Roy Hodgson what he's missing out on, and that makes it 1-0 to us. And in the 33rd minute, Bradley Johnson comes through, crosses the ball to the far post, and there is Billy Sharp. Sharp with a good header. Sharp and Hooper, I think those two could be a really good backup strike partnership, you know, together playing in the cup games. I think they could be a really decent backup strike partnership. So Sharp and Hooper get the goals here to put us 2-0 in the front. And just after the hour mark, Anthony Pilkington down the left-hand side here, plays the ball out wide to Johnny Howson, who crosses the ball in. There's Robert Snodgrass with a decent header, who puts the ball past Ben Foster and makes it 3-0 to Norwich City. So 63 minutes in, and West Brom, who I thought were going to knock us out, were playing absolutely terrible. But a few minutes after that, West Brom came through here. Chris Brunt collects the ball, plays a wonderful ball through to Stefan Sessegnon. I'll bring out John Ruddy, but he doesn't make it on time. He crosses the ball in for a free volley at an open goal for Nicholas Anelka, who puts the ball into the open net. 3-1 here, West Brom back in the game, but they need to score another 2 goals to force extra time. But he sees Chris Brunt roll the ball off to the Argentine Jakob, plays it back to Brunt, lovely cross to the far post, it's headed inside. There's Sessegnon with a lovely finish, and the former Sunderland man makes it 3-2. But the game does finish there. We almost threw away a 3-goal lead, so I was very delighted that we managed to hold on. But to be honest, even though we did throw away 2 goals when we were 3-0 up, I'm still pretty pleased, because West Brom had a first team out, we had a second string team out other than Ruddy in goal, so I was very pleased with that performance. Really good performance. Obviously at the back we need to tighten up a little bit, but that's to be expected. But a 3-2 win is nice, and we're through to the Capital One Cup third round. But anyway guys, here you see a squad report here. Now I should say straight away, as we're only in the 3rd episode of the series, squad reports come out at the start of every month. So for those of you that love seeing squad reports, my existing subscribers love seeing squad reports in my last career mode series. So for those of you that love seeing squad reports, they come out at the start of every month. So once a month, and that's at the start of the month. That's when a squad report will be coming out. And yeah, there you go. I should also say as well, it's pretty laggy and it's pretty unresponsive in the early access. So if you see me skip players by accident, or if you see me just like rapidly go between 1 to 2 players, I do apologise. Just pause the video if you want to look at a player in depth. I can't really help it. It is really laggy. As any of you who've got the early access will know, it's really laggy and really unresponsive. But even so, here's the squad report. We've made a few changes. You can see players like Townsend and Sharp coming into the squad that we've purchased ourselves, and of course there are some new loan signings as well in Ibe and Sanago. That's how the squad report looks, and this is how the team is set up as well. So we're playing a 4-4-2. Townsend and Redmond are the pacey players in this team on the wing, and yeah, it looks pretty decent. You know, it's a pretty decent side. It's like I say, it's the kind of mid-table side which is to be expected. You know, the board want us to finish in the mid-table, and this is the kind of side that will finish in the mid-table. Touch wood. So yeah, it's a pretty decent side. Players like Redmond and Shaw have room to grow, and there's some good experience in there as well with players like Elmander and players like that. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. As I said at the start of the video, if you can put this video to 500 likes, yes, 500 likes, I'll upload an episode of Career Mode later. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, 500 likes for a new one, and I'll see you hopefully later tonight.